Rocket 21 community. This is Angie. Welcome to an interview with Rocket 21. I'm with Kamsi today. He's talking to us from Nigeria. He has a 100K account and his biggest payout so far has been $5,000. So Kamsi, welcome.
Thank you very much, Angie.
Of course. So tell me a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your story and how you got into trading.
Okay. So I got into trading 3 years ago during the pandemic. I was introduced to trading by IML, the popular IML. And yeah, when I joined them, I really did not understand what I was seeing. There were a lot of calculations. Trading was so difficult. It had to do with lots of math. I saw lots of calculations, and that almost discouraged me. But then I checked Instagram and then I saw other people trading without having to do any kind of math. Trading seemed so easy. They were making such huge profits. And I was like, well, there's no way this is possible. So I had to look into it. And yeah, that's how my journey started. And obviously, it wasn't easy. I didn't get it the first year. I started with losses, back to back losses, losses, losses. But I didn't give up. Also, while I was losing, I talked to my friends about this, like, about trading, because I saw something, I saw like a potential for myself. So I decided to introduce my friends. And they joined, and when they joined, they started losing too, just like I was, and then they quit. But
Mm,
I didn't quit. But I didn't quit. So then I kept trading and trading and trading. And then sometime this year, around May, I found my perfect strategy. And then I was able to buy my Rocket 2100K challenge. And then I tried it out. And then I passed the one step challenge. I was able to make 5K and I got my withdrawal in the space of a few days, less than a week, I think. So
wow.
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you didn't give up and that you're still in here and that you're here with us now. Okay, that's awesome. So what kept you going? Like, why did you decide to continue this journey?
Okay. Trading is something I enjoy. Even when I was losing, I enjoyed losing money because, well, it's not like I enjoyed losing money, but it was fun. I saw like potential. I just knew that it is for me. Like, and then I'll go on Instagram and I'll see other people do amazing stuff, buy amazing cars, have amazing houses just because of trading. So that's made me not to give up. And obviously, I know that one day I'll get there too. So yeah, that was my drive. That is still my drive, and I'm definitely just started.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome for sure. Okay, so what kind of trading plan do you use and how did you develop your strategy?
Uh, Developed by picking strategies from different people. So some part of it is from Alex, some part of it is from Q Banks, and some part of it is from Swaggy C. So I just combined everything and I just made it mine, basically. So yeah, my strategy is all about trends, following the trends, using moving average. I don't really have much on my screen. I don't have no Bollinger Bands. I don't have no RSI, none of that. I just use my indicator and I just follow the trend basically. I follow the trend. So what I do is I go to the daily time frame, and then if it's trending upwards, I go to the H4. I check for the trend also, and then I enter based off my H1, and then wait for my trade to play out, hold it, and hopefully it takes profit because sometimes you take longer, so sometimes you also hit take profit. So I make sure that I use the perfect risk and I make sure that I wait for my trade to play out. That's it.
Are you more of a swing trader or a scalp trader?
Swing trader, definitely not a scalp trader. I never really understood scalp trading.
Okay, okay, cool. And how do you manage your risk?
Okay. Um, so let's say I have a 10K account. Yeah. So what I do is I risk, say, 2K, 3K, and I'm trying to get, when I risk 3K or 2K, I'm trying to get 4K or 6K. But then if I lose the 3K, I like to reduce my risk, like reduce it to the low as possible and try to make back my 3K. Try
Mm,
my best to slowly make back as slow, no matter how long it takes. Because one thing I learned is there is no need to rush. The charts are always here. So
mm-hmm.
I always take my time to build back my losses, even though it takes 2 months to build back the 3K that I lost. I always try not to rush. And then, yeah, that's how it has been for me.
Okay, cool. All right. So how do you go about like so do you trade London session, New York session, Asian session? What is your session?
Just New York.
New
Just New
York
York.
session. Okay. Okay, so how do you, let's say, plan out your month? Like what where do you start? What do you look for and how do you, how do you go about all that?
Okay. So at the start of the month, first thing I do is to check Forex Factory. So that is basically where the news is posted on. So I check for the NFP, I check for the CPI, I check for FOMC, and then I try to make set alarm on my phone for these dates and I always tell myself, okay, Kamsi, you're not going to trade on these dates because certain news is going to be out and you don't know how the markets are going to react to it. So the best thing you can do is to just not trade on that day. Do not try to trade the news. Just do not trade on that day. And then the next week or maybe the next day, depending on when the news is, you can then start to trade. So that's what I do. And then what else? Yeah, for the news, yeah, that's what I do. And then I trade normally with my setup, and I wait for my setup to come and play out. That's it.
Okay. And what was your plan when you were passing your challenge? How long did it take you and how did you go about it to hit the profit targets and then be
Okay.
funded and then be able to get paid?
Okay. It took me 1 month to pass my challenge, and then it took me an extra 1 month to get to a certain amount, which is 5K, and then request for my withdrawal. So yeah.
But how did you plan, like how were you taking your day by day for you to hit that profit target?
Okay. So on Rocket 21, the daily loss is 3%.
Mm-hmm.
And the max loss is 6%. So
Mm-hmm.
what I like to do is I like to build my cushion first. And as I'm building cushion, I like to start by risking 1%. So let's say I have a 100K account. I like to start by risking 1K to get 2K. So once I get 2K, my confidence builds. So then I'm able to take more risk. So then I'm able to risk the 2K, the whole 2K to get 4K. And then if it doesn't work out, I go back to step one. I go back. I don't try to increase the risk. I go back and then take it slow. This is what I did, and that is how I passed the challenge.
Nice. So how do you go about your psychology? How has your psychology changed from when you started trading and now? And what's the importance of having a good mind state?
Oh, when I started trading, psychology was something I struggled with. I struggled with psychology for several years. So yeah, because I was trying to make it too fast. I was trying to get everything too fast. The first day, the second day, the first week, I was trying to get everything. But then I realized that patience is the key. There
Mhm.
is no reason to rush. There's no reason to rush the process. Trading is a process. All you need to do is keep showing up. Don't give up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. So one thing I definitely developed over the years is patience, right? It's also discipline. I also learned to be disciplined. Like I apply discipline to every day of my life, to my everyday life. So I told myself, after this certain time, you're not going to eat certain things. you're going to do certain number of workouts every day. You're going to do this and this, and all this also helped me during the charts. So I told myself during certain news times, you're after New York session, you're not supposed to trade. During London, you're not supposed to trade. You should only trade during New York. So applying discipline to my everyday life helps me to apply discipline to trading.
Mm-hmm.
So so my psychology developed in the sense of in the sense of patience, like my patience developed, my discipline developed, my yeah, I was consistent. I was showing up every day. I did not give up because people tend to give up when before they hit their aha moment, they tend to give up. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely did not give up. I kept showing up, and yeah, that's it.
You are. Okay, well, that's amazing. Definitely how you should go about it. And I'm so happy that you never gave up and that you've developed these habits to be able to like these habits and disciplines to be able to succeed in trading. Um, what would you tell a trader? What kind of advice would you give a trader that's just starting out or maybe is a little stuck on their journey? What would you tell them?
I'll tell you, well, I'll tell myself last 2 years. So let's say a trader is currently where I was last 2 years. I'll tell you to not give up. Trading is a process. Okay, you might not get it in a year, you might not get it in 2 years, you might not even get it in 4 years. Nobody knows, right? But all you need to do is keep showing up, adjust adjust your lifestyle, adjust your strategy, seek to learn, look at other people who are doing it because they tend to motivate you. They motivated me. People like Alex motivated me. So yeah, you could also have a mentor. Having a mentor helps. It really because I never had a mentor, so having a mentor helps really well. It could shorten your trading, your learning span could shorten it. So let's say you're supposed to take 5 years, it could take 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, having a mentor could help. Yeah, but one thing is for sure, don't be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Do not give up. You can do it. I'm very sure. If I did it, I'm sure you can do it. So yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Kamsi. Thank you for forming part of the Rocket 21 community. I appreciate your time and thank you for sharing your knowledge and your experience with us. Um, yeah, we hope to hear from you again soon.
Right. Right.
All right. All right, traders, thanks for watching. This is Kamsi from Nigeria, and we'll see you in the next interview.